President Cyril Ramaphosa has announced a presidential intervention to address the Johannesburg's growing challenges following his visit to the city this week. This follows a request from Mayor Dada Morero for reinforcements to halt the city's decline and drive revitalization efforts. For more on the insight on this, we're joined now by Sasabona Manganye, ANC's Greater Johannesburg Secretary. Sasabona, good to have you, and thank you very much for your time. The city of Johannesburg is falling apart. It's in tatters, if you want to really take what the president would have said. Yet, this is the hub of the country financially, if you like. What would have led to this degree of deterioration without any of the ANC members raising an alarm with the president of the country?
Yeah, look, thanks very much, Thabo, and good afternoon to your viewers. Look, definitely the situation in the city of Johannesburg is not a pleasing one. And, you know, the challenges that are facing the city, in the main, we should appreciate that they are informed by a rapid urbanization, in Johannesburg, which they have deepened the crisis that we are faced with, issues of infrastructure, challenges, service delivery, whatever systems we have in place to service the people of Johannesburg are affected by the fact that you have that high number of people who will come to Johannesburg. Of course, the city itself is also facing some of the financial challenges with the revenue collections being low, which affect the ability of the city to service the residents of Johannesburg. And that is why the executive mayor have taken that particular decision to invite the president to intervene so that we can be able to address the challenges that are facing the people of Johannesburg.
Action SA is not confident at all in a presidential working group or another presidential working group as an approach to help revive the city. What is the view of the ANC on a presidential Joburg working group, and why you would believe, if you do believe it will work, it will work?
I'm shocked if there is any party that is not confident in the presidential working group for Johannesburg, especially because if you were to assess the state of the eThekwini municipality since the presidential working group have intervened there, the situation have seriously improved. And for us, we have learned from also eThekwini intervention, and we believe that we do need that kind of an intervention because it does not just come as an intervention, it also brings resources that we don't have, which will assist us to address service delivery issues. So if you don't believe in the presidential working group intervention, what are the alternatives that you have? Because if you don't have financial muscles to can address the infrastructure challenges that we are faced with in Johannesburg, then you will not be able to address the challenges that we are faced with if we do not ensure that we ensure the bylaw enforcement. We will not be able to keep the city of Johannesburg clean as we will want it. I mean, Thabo, if you can go to the city center of Johannesburg during the evening, it's very clean. In the morning, very clean. The minute the street walkers, they put their things there, the city totally changes because of the lack of enforcement of the bylaws. So there are a number of actions that we believe that the working group will assist us, issues of governance and financial sustainability, issues of electricity and energy, issues of safety and security, inner city rejuvenization will be able to be taken to another level through that intervention. Water and sanitation are some of the challenges we are faced with, as I have indicated, infrastructure, and also human settlement and social development. Those are the 7 key areas which this intervention group for the next 2 years will be focusing on. And I can rest assure you that we have confidence in this intervention, and we believe it will bear the results that we all want.
Yeah. This particular intervention has not escaped the criticism that says, oh, well, the presidency is now stepping in because the G20 summit risks being jeopardized, really exposing foreign visitors and dignitaries to the filth in the city of Johannesburg. And that's the only reason why there's this intervention now.
When the president intervened in eThekwini, what was the event which they informed the intervention? There was not any event. It was about the fact that the president is worried about the situation in eThekwini. The same applies with Johannesburg. It's because the president is worried about the situation in Johannesburg. In fact, the discussions about the presidential intervention, they started from early last year, with the team led by the Deputy President Office, which you will know that is also responsible for service delivery, who have been doing assessment in terms of the situation in the city of Johannesburg. And that work that has been done over time by that team, including COCTA, is what informed the president to come to city of Johannesburg. So there was no G20 hosting at that particular time that we thought of. It was about the residents of Johannesburg being assisted to receive the deserving services that they deserve.
Sasabona, we appreciate your time. Thanks so much for coming on. That's Sasabona Manganye, ANC Greater Johannesburg. He is the regional secretary there. Right, let's take a break. Newsfeed PM continues shortly.